We've got 3 huge sequels coming our way from Disney as announced by the company today. All the news right here. At the most recent Disney earnings call, CEO Bob Iger made a number of hard-hitting announcements, including the news that Disney Plus lost 2.4 million subscribers in the first quarter of the 2023 fiscal year, and that the company would be facing an organizational restructure in order to save costs of $5.5 billion, which will unfortunately result in the loss of 7,000 jobs. To soften the blows, Iger announced 3 major sequels headed our way from the Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia franchises, in a possible move to recover from recent hard times, which saw their latest original animated feature, Strange World, becoming the animation studio's biggest flop of all time, losing the company as much as $150 million, amongst various other recent earnings losses. While we don't have any details on these just yet, Iger confirmed the sequel, saying, "Today I'm so pleased to announce that we have sequels in the works from our animation studios to some of our most popular franchises, Toy Story, Frozen, and Zootopia. We'll have more to share about these productions soon, but this is a great example of how we're leaning into our unrivaled brands and franchises." News of a Toy Story 5 is somewhat unexpected, given that Toy Story 4, a film that many deemed as unnecessary to begin with, aimed to close arcs still open from the original trilogy. However, with the film raking in over $1 billion at the box office in 2019, I guess Disney just can't drop a good thing. However, it'll be interesting to see if the massive flop of 2022's Toy Story spin-off Lightyear, which only saw takings of $226 million and couldn't break even at the box office, will have an impact on the upcoming sequel. I personally loved Toy Story 4 and found it a beautiful, much-needed end cap to the original trilogy. News of Toy Story 5, however, does have me a tad concerned. On the other hand, the news of Frozen 3 is totally expected, given the smash hit $1.45 billion taking of Frozen 2, also in 2019, becoming the highest grossing animated film of all time. If, of course, you exclude Disney's quote-unquote live-action Lion King, which made almost $170 billion in the same year. The announcement of Frozen 3 was just a matter of time. Zootopia 2, however, is a huge, long-awaited surprise, with the 2016 film also raking in box office receipts of over $1 billion and earning a huge cult fan base over the last near decade. If you're curious, just don't dig too deep into that online rabbit hole out there. Fans of Zootopia will welcome this news with open arms, particularly following the lukewarm reception of the recent Zootopia Plus short series on Disney Plus in 2022, which focused on side characters and only saw fleeting cameos by Nick and Judy, who presumably take center stage once again in a film sequel. Once more, no more details on these 3 sequels just yet, but I'll be sure to keep you all up to date when we have some more. I'd expect to see these movies start rolling out from around 2025 onwards. And at that, it's over to you. I want to know, what are your thoughts on these 3 major sequel announcements from Disney? Are you excited or are you very, very nervous? As always, join in the conversation down below.